April 7th, 2026, 9:13 p.m. Congratulations to everybody who is involved in the torture crimes against me. 7 years of trafficking. Sorry, I'm having trouble thinking. I'm having a lot of fucking air blown into my head tonight. 7 years of injuring, 7 years of torture, the lies, time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, false arrests, kidnapping, sex assaults, putting illegal prisoner tracking into me, having me medically blacklisted, having me falsely charged to cover up police crimes and doctors' crimes, the human trafficking, the sex slavery trafficking, and the possible money laundering that was taking place out of the mission at the time I spoke of it. I and my mother both shot. I It was done to me August 6, 2019 at approximately 3 p.m. My mother was also shot as well. She was stalked, tortured. She was given cancer from which she was shot with, which was RNM, remote neuromonitoring, which is invasive surveillance because of the EMFs and radiation inside the body. It gave her brain cancer, made to look age and health related, but it was homicide with intent. It was done by an outside cop of OPP who was guilty of first degree murder against her. Staff Sergeant, years 2019-2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Robert can fuck, can kill, can get away with it, Money Badge Family Town Council. That's what he told me. Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Christine Schultz, Stacy, a mental health worker that was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston, AMHS, blonde haired, heavy set woman. Shelley Hafner or Huffner had me kidnapped May 27th, 2021, 24 hours after asking for help with the crimes against me. Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Kane, 7224. The one that falsified my medical file for discrimination, treatment refusals, blacklisting, assuring I get no help. Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic. I had not been to a hospital or a doctor in approximately 7 to 10 years prior to being shot. And then I ended up with a falsified file after my CAT scan appointment, and her girlfriend, now known to be her girlfriend, Stacy, Kingston AMHS worker, falsely charged twice through the hospital to prevent anything legal on them or anyone else for the crimes that they are guilty of against me, in an attempt to turn the crimes they are guilty of around back onto me, while trying to make this crime look like a mental health thing or some kind of mental illness thing. Lies about drugs I do not do, lies about being suicidal self harmer, not in any way, shape, or form. Constant drugging where I am, gag orders, tubes now in my head since August 2025, gag orders for homelessness and charging, 7 months of severe torture, brain splitting, skull splitting done, constant carbon exhaust poisoning, crack and meth drugging done to me, while under stalking confinement 24/7, R&M use on me, invasive surveillance, MK Ultra use on me as well. How I am getting a carbon pump through me from tubes I have in my body as well. My brain, my throat, my lungs, my kidneys, my liver, and my groin and my heart. I have tubes attached to them in my body now. The piss, the shit, the jizz torture from everybody that I have had put through my fucking head and body forced through me. Not being able to the very little to no freedom of movement from the stalking, death threats to my nephew Nick Brandt, threats of digging up my niece's grave and having corpse sex with her at Christchurch, shooting threats, threats to somebody I have not been with in a very in many years, all in an attempt for intimidations. While going through this, I am expected to shut my mouth, lay down, sit back, be tortured, and take it and be murdered while I am the end of my bloodline. And how too convenient that this is finished, even right down to the red hair, on the very day that is the anniversary of my dad's suicide, where he took his own life 52 years ago in Deserano, Ontario. People are going around saying that they are me, using my name, using my image for the identity theft and fraud against me, for disability fraud that's going to be taking place against me as well after this is all finally complete. I am going through serious identity changes by very seriously dangerous people, all sex offenders, drug addicts, and known criminals. And with the prisoner tracking I have in me illegally, no criminal record or history, only the attempts at giving me one. 3 cousins involved, and a cousin's boyfriend is guilty of attempted murder on me, plus Sean as well. Barry's 2 of them, a son and a dad. Morrow's, LeBlow, Bert Hustler, who is a schizophrenic in a permanent meth psychosis, highly obsessed with me, highly jealous of the long hair I used to have, thinks that he owns me, believes that he played hockey in the NHL for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers. He's guilty of 7 years of stalking and torturing against me. Jason Van Alstyne, who obviously has changed his identity to look more like me, how I used to look, along with Tyler T. Baglake, who happens to be the lover boyfriend to OPP drug cop Robert Kane, which benefits everybody to get the drug supply from them because they're all crack and meth heads and fentanyl dealers and fentanyl users. Fucking garbage. You're sitting watching me 24/7, hiding, not very far from where I am, having people help you move you around to avoid arresting and charging, including the police doing it, who's involved, to avoid charging of having my mother killed. So, in the process of finishing me, leave no witnesses. My fucking organs are being sold on me for harvesting when this is done. The tubes I have in my body are also being used for trafficking and harvesting while I am still very much alive. Being used, as crazy as that may sound, 100% truth. $22,000 extortion to have anybody arrested. That's the Ontario Provincial Police and other cops. They're very seriously dangerous. They have no care or concern for life in any way, shape, or form. You have more of a chance of being murdered and having it covered up from the police and the criminal doctors, especially around small towns, because they know that there's no help for you. Once they cast lies against you, there is no medical help, no legal help, and no human rights help. And they know this. This is why they are going after poor, homeless, elderly, and disabled. Easier to dispose of. This is who you are trafficking. Children and men and women as well. Involved in killing elderly, torturing and killing dogs, two of my dogs. So, congratulations to everybody after having my rights taken and completely and totally fucking deformed. No matter what I've been able to show, no matter what I have been able to prove, there is nothing I've been able to do about anything. This is about police revenge for me speaking of their crimes, the human trafficking, the homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and possible money laundering that was taking place at the time out of the mission. And I've been noticing a lot of my gang stalkers are from the mission. The ones that are helping keeping me confined, the ones that are helping gas torturing me, most likely involved with the organ trafficking. Not accusing, I'm just saying. It's just too convenient that there is so many recognizable people from that place constantly 24/7. Every time I go to do a bong or smoke a cigarette, I am getting carbon gassed. And the reason it's happening is to prevent me from doing a bong or to prevent me from doing a cigarette, being scolded like a little child. Also, because my organs are being used, my lungs are being used, and they're also once again in the process of being sold for harvesting. Being prevented from getting any help helps benefit everybody while this is being done and easier to cover up, along with me being completely and totally changed, not allowed to go out because somebody might actually see the damages that have been done to me. This is hence the reason for the confinement that's being done, the hostage pretty much. So this has all been premeditated, and this has all been assured against me and conspired with 100% intent to commit, to kill, to cover up. And with my identity changes, I get killed as somebody else. Boom. Big insurance policy, money, plus the disability. How too funny now. In that picture that I have on there with my dad earlier today, on my thumbnail, I had blonde hair. Now I have red hair and a cock eye like one of the people involved with long red hair, who has been doing this also for the past 6 years, pretty much out of the 7 years, 7 months. Families are murdered and missing when people disappear. It's the police, it's doctors, justice of the peace. It is junkie traffickers that they can use to be Pontius Pilate to commit their homicides for them. Having gang stalkers being used to finish your victims through lies about criminal histories or being dangerous offenders, your slander campaigns that you have against your victims, so public will aid you in your torture, crimes, and murders while not knowingly helping you do it under the guise of your lies, thinking that they are doing the right thing to an offender, an actual criminal. Meanwhile, there is no criminal. It's just you trying to cover up your crimes, having your victims murdered and tortured through your gang stalkers to play Pontius Pilate, to try to wash your hands of the guilt that you are have from behind all of it, pulling the strings, including even supplying the drugs. When bloodlines get ended, it's police involved. Once again, poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. I would be very seriously careful, because once again, they have no care or concern for your life in any way, shape, or form. It's like a bottle of piss. It is something they do. It's something they take and then dispose of like garbage, and that's a fact. Trying to get arrested and charging, proving it, all rights taken away from me. I hope you're sitting back smiling like Cheshire cats while eating your popcorn, Hartwick's, berries, Hardy, and everybody else involved, including the police and family members and everyone else. How too easy it is for you to fucking take a life, and all you have to do is do a drive-by to help asphyxiate a victim